morning we have such an amazing treat and opportunity to hear our guests today. They are from the West Point Military Academy in West Point, New York. The United States Military Academy's mission is to educate, train, and inspire the Corps of Cadets so that each graduate is a commissioned leader of character, committed to the values of duty, honor, country, and prepared for a career of professional excellence and service to the nation as an officer in the United States Army. The Academy provides a superb four-year education which focuses on the leader development of cadets in the academic, military, and physical domains, all underwritten by adherence to a code of honor. I have met these young men and women. They are truly incredible. The amount of sacrifice and commitment that they have given to our country is not to go unnoticed. We have several parents of these cadets who travel many, many miles to be here. They are with us in the back of the PAC, so proud of their kids for what they have selected to do with the rest of their lives. I'm just so excited to present under the direction of Constance Chase, who's been the director of the West Point Glee Club since 1999. Please welcome the West Point Glee Club.
My name is Cadet Nicholas Miller, and I'm from Oregon, Wisconsin. We invite you to stand and join us in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. presence imparts. Grip hands though it be from the shadow, we swear as it is in or living or dying to honor the core and the core and the core.
My name is Cadet Sawyer Peterson, and I am from Viola, Wisconsin. It is our privilege to be with you at the conclusion of Fine Arts Week to share with you some music that inspires us, some that is just fun, and some that honors those who have served our country. We began with The Corps, one of West Point's most treasured songs. The Corps refers to the United States Corps of Cadets, the official title of the student body at the United States Military Academy at West Point. The song depicts the special bond experienced by members of the Long Gray Line, a name for West Point cadets, past, present, and still to come. Now, in recognition of the centennial of the end of World War I, we honor those veterans with a medley of the popular songs of the day 100 years ago, the World War I medley.
There's a long, long trail a-winding into the land of my dreams,
I'm Gage Callahan from Olean, New York. The popular song lyricist Yip Harburg once wrote, "Words make you think a thought, music makes you feel a feeling, and a song makes you feel a thought." Setting poetry to music certainly compels us to feel a thought. Perhaps the most famous war poem of all, In Flanders Fields, was written by a Canadian physician, Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae, after he presided over the funeral of his friend and fellow soldier, Lieutenant Alexis Helmer, who died in the Second Battle of Ypres. The poem reads, "In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place. And in the sky the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we live in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields."
Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. With us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow.
My name is Maria Camacho, and I am from Vacaville, California. West Point Glee Club commissioned renowned composer Z. Randall Struth to write a piece for us. He chose to set this poem by Sarah Teasdale.
There will be rest and sure stars shining over the rooftops crowned with snow. A rain of rest, serene, forgetting, the music of stillness, holy and low. I will make this world of mine arising, out of the dream in my lonely mind. I shall find the crystal peace. Above me, stars, I shall find. Sarah Teasdale.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you West Point's all-women a cappella group, which represents and inspires the strong women of West Point from the past, the present, and to come. We sing for you, our families, our friends, and for everyone that's been with us through the way. We are the Nightingales. This next song represents all of our struggles, our trials, our tribulations, and everything, and everyone that ever doubted us.
I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving.
Now that you're out of my life, it's so much better. You thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. You thought I would be broke without you, but I'm richer. You thought that I'd be sad without you, I left harder. You thought I wouldn't grow without you, now I'm wiser. You thought that I'd be helpless without you, but I'm smarter. You thought I would be stressed without you, but I'm chilling. You thought I wouldn't sell without you, so 9 million.
I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Thought I couldn't breathe without you, I'm in heaven. You thought I couldn't see without your perfect vision. You thought I wouldn't last without you, but I'm lasting. You thought that I would die without you, but I'm living. You thought that I would fail without you, but I'm on top. Thought it would be over by now, but it won't stop. Thought that I would self-destruct, but I'm still here. Even in my years to come, I'm still gonna be here.
I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving.
Now, before we get started, I was hoping you'd give us a moment to introduce ourselves.
Hey, how's it going?
Now, for real, the group of young men you see in front of you are the Nightcaps, and we are the all-men's a cappella group, and we hope you enjoy our song for you.
Do 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 ba do.
Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. Fell right through the cracks, and now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool dawn run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Ooh. Hey, hey, hey. Well, open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and you'll be free. Look into your heart and you will find love, 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 love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved, love, 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 love. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Do do a do 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 wee do wee do 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 wee do ba do do da do 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 a do 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 wee do wee do 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 ba do do da do 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 do. Well, I'm yours, yours, yours. Yes, I'm sure, sure, sure. I'm yours, babe. I'm yours.
All right, good morning. Well, thanks for being here this morning. My name is Major Jim Ployce, and to continue with some of the theme, I'm also from Wisconsin, from Appleton, and we are thrilled to be here as West Point's ambassadors to you all, and thanks for being here. The people in front of you, these great cadets, I'm sure a lot of you see them, and you're thinking, well, this is the military, right? And there's an element to this. All of these are young men and women are going to graduate and be commissioned into the Army as officers, and it's a very significant and great future that they have ahead of them. But there's a lot more to West Point than just that, than just the military side. And how many of you prior to, well, maybe the last couple of days had never heard of West Point before? Yes. It's okay. It's okay. Good. So, I mean, that's part of why we're here, right? So when I was in your shoes, it was I came from a military family, so I had, but when I told my friends that I was going to West Point, there were plenty of them that thought I was going to a boarding school and thought I had done something wrong, which was not the case. There's actually a lot that's great about West Point, more so than just the military side. It is a highly regarded institution as far as academics go. #1 college in America, public college, top 10 engineering as well as liberal arts education. So if you want a great education, this might be the place for you. And we get people from all over the world and all different backgrounds, as you see in front of you, a microcosm of that. And they do all sorts of things in their high school endeavors just like you. So, I mean, how many out there are involved in music in some way? Here, great, and clearly, how many of you in high school were involved in music? I'm guessing we have overwhelming yes. Okay, how many have done either Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, something like that? Down there, good. How about up here? We got a few? Good, all right, we got some of those sports. Who's an athlete out there? Good. All right, how about up here? How many of you did high school sports? Great. All right, so you have more in common with them than you think, right? So that's good. And I would encourage you, if you have not considered this as a possibility, or I mean really any of the service academies, but they're not all created equal. But I would recommend take an interest in it, consider it. I think there's a lot to it. And maybe the finest, or one of the best parts is that, well, Gilly, how much have you paid for your education so far? 4 years? Well, you're not 4. 3 years for you. Not a dang cent, right? They actually pay you. So, great education. You get great job security afterwards. So you already have a job, and it's free. So you can't beat it. Anyway, you'll learn more about it from the cadets themselves. But thanks again for having us, and we are just very pleased to be able to come here and spend time with you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Cadet Haley Duke. I'm from Nacogdoches, Texas, and I'm a senior at West Point right now. The requirements and the opportunities at West Point can be divided into 3 broad categories: academic, physical, and military. I'm going to talk about the academic for a little bit, and they're going to talk about the physical and military for y'all. So West Point is a college first and foremost, and so when you enter, you'll enter with a normal core curriculum, and you have those 4 years to complete the core curriculum. What makes it different is that we study military history. We focus on military and physical academic requirements. But just like any other college, we have a lot of majors to pick from. West Point sometimes gets the stigma that we're just an engineering school, and that's absolutely not true. We have 40 academic majors ranging from English and philosophy to economics and other social sciences, all the way to mechanical engineering, and our brand new major, my favorite, space science. So West Point gives you a lot of really broad opportunities, and you still work in a normal academic environment. We start classes at 7:30, go to 1600. You'll almost never have every hour of work to do. It's not like high school in that way. You don't have a class every single hour. And we operate on a day 1, day 2 schedule, so you sometimes don't have classes every day of the week. You'll have it 2 or 3 days a week, which is also really great. Outside the classroom, we have tons of opportunities for extra learning. They range from applying to scholarships so that you can go to grad school before you become an officer, to publishing your work in your major, or going to conferences and meeting professionals in that field. And then during the summers, when we're not in school and we're doing mostly military and physical training, you still get academic opportunities, from internships to attending different colleges. And a lot of those programs will lead to abroad opportunities, so you can spend a semester abroad in another country. We have 10 plus countries that we send cadets to every year for 1 semester, and then you come back. But some of those opportunities during the summer, when you're not doing military training, you can go work for an industry partner that your major is in. So for example, as a space science person, I got to work at NASA for 3 weeks at Johnson Space Center. And that's just one of the many opportunities. We have tons of opportunities for our history and law majors and the whole range of, spectrum of things you get to do, and sometimes opportunities offered to you that you would never get in a civilian college, because we have security clearances and the ability to work for the Department of Defense and the Army. As you can tell, I'm really excited about this. I love school. You don't have to love school because there are so many opportunities at West Point, but I would recommend it a little bit. The final culminating event at West Point oftentimes is a capstone project or a thesis, and we present that on Projects Day, which is coming up pretty soon for us, May 2nd. And once you complete that and all your core classes and your majors classes, you've completed your academic requirements at West Point, and hopefully you got a really good experience out of it because it's a great program.
Hi, my name is Cadet Joy Schaefer. I'm from Strongsville, Ohio. So what sets West Point apart from other colleges is the fact that when you graduate, you don't only graduate with a Bachelor's of Science, you also graduate with a commission to be an officer in the United States Army. So each of us, after we graduate, will serve for a minimum of 5 years as an active duty Army officer. And in order to prepare for that, there's a lot of training that has to be done. So when you first arrive at West Point in July of the year before you begin, you do 6 weeks of basic training where you learn how to shoot a rifle, how to throw a grenade, how to shoot a machine gun, how to climb up a rock face, how to rappel down a rock face. There's a lot of military skills that you have to learn. And every summer, that training gets more and more advanced. So your second summer, you learn how to conduct operations and missions out in the field in a platoon. And then the next summer, you are a leader in the younger cadets summer training. And then the final summer, you do a 2-week exercise where you're doing intensive training and rotating through leadership positions in a platoon setting and planning those types of missions, so that by the time that you graduate, you understand how to lead in a military context. And throughout the school years, we also do some military training that involves rucking on the weekends, but also doing academic studies about how to plan military operations. So we have military science classes. Probably one of the coolest things that we do, though, is our military schools that you can get involved in during the summer. So there are military schools such as Airborne School, where you learn how to jump out of a plane with a parachute. There's Air Assault School, where you learn how to rappel out of a helicopter. There are different other schools that you can try out for, like Mountain School or SEER School, which is Survival, Evasion, Resistance, and Escape. For me, I got to do some military training with the French Army in the Alps, where we learned how to lead in a mountainous terrain. So I got to navigate glaciers and climb up rock faces and rappel, and all of that while speaking French with students that are also in the French Army. So there are a lot of opportunities to learn how to lead in a military context. And that's one of the more exciting parts about West Point because, it's not just a college, it's a military academy. So there are tons of opportunities in that area.
Hi, I'm Cadet Grady McIntyre. I'm from Castleton, Vermont. And the final pillar is at West Point is the physical pillar. So every cadet is an athlete at the United States Military Academy. From Division I athletics down to intramurals, everyone is involved in some capacity with athletics and physical development. Along with the variety of sports that we offer, we also have academic requirements, which include boxing, gymnastics, survival swimming, and other skills where you learn how to develop a plan for your unit, a physical plan for your unit. In addition to this, twice a year, across the Army, everyone has to take a Army physical development test, physical fitness test, which is comprised of a 2-mile run, push-ups, and sit-ups. And this isn't just in regards to the academy, it's across the Army. So this pillar is designed to physically develop everyone so that they're prepared to serve in the United States Army. Thank you for your time.
Hi, I'm Cadet Stuart Anderson, and I'm from Marinette, Wisconsin. From the hit Broadway musical Hamilton, we present a few early Americans who dared to take big risks for the concept of a nation governed not by a ruler, but by and of and for the people. I give you Alexander Hamilton, the Marquis de Lafayette, Hercules Mulligan, John Lawrence, Aaron Burr, and about 70 or so of their closest friends in the colonies. From Hamilton, this is My Shot.
I'm not throwing away my shots. I'm not throwing away my shots. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shots. I'm going scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but then I'm amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of praise, but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard.
excited, I shoot off at the mouth. I've never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud.
Let's get this guy in front of a crowd.
I'm not gonna wear my shots. I'm not gonna wear my shots. You want just like my country, I'm yours, scrappy and hungry, and I'm not gonna wear my shots. I'm not gonna wear my shots. I'm not gonna wear my shots. You want just like my country, I'm yours, scrappy and hungry, and I'm not gonna wear my shots. Everyone sing, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, whoa, whoa. You love me? Yeah. Come on, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Cadet Nick Miller from Oregon, Wisconsin. We invite you to stand and join us in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated.
The Corps, the Corps, the Corps, the Corps bareheaded saluted with eyes up, thanking our God that we of the Corps are treading where they of the Corps have trod. They are here in ghostly assembly. The great circles are long dead, and our hearts are standing attention while we wait for their passing tread. The Corps of today we salute you. The Corps of an earlier day we salute. We follow close order behind you, where you have pointed the way. We salute. The long red line of us stretches through the years of the century told, and the last one feels to the marrow the grip of your fold. Grip hands with us now, though we see not. Grip hands with the strength in our hearts, as the long line stiffens and straightens with the thrill that your presence imparts. Grip hands, though it be from the shadow, we swear as you did on or living or dying to honor the Corps and the Corps and the Corps.
My name is Cadet Sawyer Peterson, and I am from Viola, Wisconsin. It is our privilege to be with you at the conclusion of Fine Arts Week, to share with you some music that inspires us, some that is just fun, and some that honors those who have served our country. We began with The Corps, one of West Point's most treasured songs. The Corps refers to the United States Corps of Cadets, the official title of the student body of the United States Military Academy at West Point. The song depicts the special bond experienced by members of the Long Gray Line, a name for West Point cadets past, present, and still to come. Now, in recognition of the centennial of the end of World War I, we honor those veterans with a medley of the popular songs of the day 100 years ago, the World War I medley.
Words make you think a thought, music makes you feel a feeling, the song makes you feel a thought. Setting poetry to music certainly compels us to feel a thought. Perhaps the most famous war poem of all, In Flanders Fields, was written by a Canadian physician, Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae, after he presided over the funeral of his friend and fellow soldier, Lieutenant Alexis Helmer, who died in the Second Battle of Ypres. The poem reads, In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow. Between the crosses, row on row that mark our place, and in the sky the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch, be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields.
And I'm from Vacaville, California. West Point Glee Club commissioned renowned composer Z. Randall Stroop to write a piece for us. He chose to set this poem by Sarah Teasdale.
There will be rest and sure stars shining over the rooftops, calm with snow. A rain of rest, serene, forgetting, the music of stillness, holy and low. I will make this world of my devising, out of a dream in my lonely mind. Certainty.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you West Point's all-women a cappella group that represents and inspires the strong women of West Point from past, present, and beyond. We sing for you, our friends, our families, and for everyone that's been with us through it all. We are the Nightingales. This next song stands for all of our trials, tribulations, and for anyone who ever doubted us.
I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving.
Now that you're out of my life, I'm so much better. You thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. You thought that I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. You thought that I'd be sad without you, I love harder. You thought I wouldn't grow without you, but I'm wiser. You thought that I'd be helpless without you, but I'm smarter. You thought that I'd be stressed without you, but I'm chilling. You thought I wouldn't sell without you, so 9 million.
I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Thought I couldn't breathe without you, I'm inhaling. You thought I couldn't see without your perfect vision, and you thought I wouldn't last without you, but I'm lasting. You thought that I would die without you, but I'm living. You thought that I would fail without you, but I'm on top. Thought it would be over by now, but it won't stop. Thought that I would self-destruct, but I'm still here. Even in my years to come, I'm still gonna be here.
I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving.
Now, if you'd just let us take a moment to introduce ourselves. Now, for real, the group of young men you see before you are the Nightcaps, and we'd like to invite you to have some fun with us.
Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks, and I'm trying to get back. Before the cool down run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Well, open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and you'll be free. Look into your heart and you will find love, 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 love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved, love, 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 love. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Do do a do 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 wee do wee do 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 wee do ba do do da do do
Well, I'm yours, yours, yours. Yes, I'm sure, sure, sure. I'm yours. I'm yours.
All right, good morning, Oregon High School. Great to be here. Thank you for being such a great audience. You all have been fantastic today. My name is Major Jim Floyce. To go with the theme, I'm also from Wisconsin, from Appleton, Wisconsin. And it is wonderful. It's wonderful to be here. And this wonderful group in front of you represents 70 of the best and brightest of America, which is it's a pleasure to be here, represent the Academy to you. So that's part of our goal in being here, is to make you all familiar with a little bit of what West Point is, what it's here for, and as you'll learn a little bit more from the cadets in a second, these cadets are going to eventually, as they graduate, be commissioned in the Army and as officers. And so, but that's only a piece of what West Point is. And maybe before I get too far, how many of you, as of maybe an hour ago, or maybe 24 hours ago, have never heard of West Point? It's okay. It's okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of what we're here for, right? So this is a great institution, and I was in your shoes a while ago, and there was when I came to West Point, and I was telling friends that I was accepted to go to West Point, or there were plenty that thought I had done something wrong when I was going to a boarding school, because I was going to a military school, and nothing could be further from the truth. West Point is a premier institution. It really is academically, physically, in every element that it has. It exceeds probably your expectations. It was rated the #1 public high school, or not high school. It's not a high school. This is a high school. Maybe you're the #1 public high school. I don't know. But it's the #1 public college in America. It was also top 10 in engineering, top 10 in liberal arts education. So it is a phenomenal institution. And upon graduation, there's also great job security, naturally. The Army's not going anywhere, so we all have jobs, and we will continue to have jobs, so it's great. Also, this is a cross-section of America here. So they were just like you, some less than a year ago, and some more than that. But, so how many of you out there are interested or do music here in high school? Good. How about you? Well, how about you all? Yes. Shock. Okay, so what about athletics? How many of you are involved in sports? Okay. Good. And up here, how many of you in high school did sports? Good. Keep your hands up if you did like National Honor Society or Student Council. Yeah, how about out there? We got some people out there that do those things. That's great. Okay, so if this is not something you've considered as far as going to a service academy, though not all service academies are created equal, this would be the one I would recommend, naturally. But if you're interested or haven't considered it, maybe do so. It is a great opportunity, and there are great opportunities for you, both at the academy, some great experiences that you're going to hear about. If you want to stretch yourself, if you like mediocre, this is probably not the place for you. But if you want to challenge yourself, this might be something that could be good for you. So with that, there's a few people are going to come forward and show you what they know.
Good morning, my name is Cadet Haley Duke. I'm from Nacogdoches, Texas, and I'm a senior at West Point right now. The program at West Point can be divided into 3 broad categories: academic, physical, and military. I'm going to talk a little bit about the academic side, and Joy and Grady are going to talk about the other 2. So just like any other college, West Point has a core curriculum that, classes that everyone has to take. But We also have 40 academic majors that you get to pick during your freshman year at West Point. And sometimes West Point gets the stigma that it's just an engineering college because we all graduate with a bachelor's of science. But this is absolutely not true because our academic majors are also including really a fantastic liberal arts program. So for the 40 majors, we range from English, philosophy, to economics, to international relations, all the way up to mechanical engineering. My favorite, mine, is space science. So while you're working every day in a classroom, you also get a lot of really fantastic opportunities outside the classroom, especially as a cadet. One of them is to go abroad for a semester and study either at another military academy or at a civilian university. We send cadets every year to 10 plus, almost 20 countries. Another academic opportunity is to attend conferences during the school year and meet people who are world-renowned in your field and learn from them. And then probably my favorite, one of the most exciting parts of West Point is during the summer, when you're not doing military training or some other requirement, sometimes you have the opportunity to do an academic program, and that would be like an internship. So an example is something I did would be, as a space science major, I got to go to NASA for 3 weeks and intern. And there's a wide range of things like that, and opportunities you wouldn't necessarily get at a civilian college because West Point puts you in really awesome academic positions. The final kind of culminating event for most cadets is the opportunity to do a capstone project or a thesis, and oftentimes you'll get to publish that, which a lot of undergrads don't get to do. And you'll present that at Projects Day, which is coming up pretty soon for us, May 2nd. And when you present that to your department or your peers, sometimes you'll get to publish it and have the opportunity to go further on in your career, perhaps when you get a master's, and use that later on in life, which a lot of undergrads don't get to do. So that's a summary of the academic program. Take it to Joy.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Cadet Joy Schaefer, and I'm from Strongsville, Ohio. So in 43 and a half days, because I'm a senior, I'll be graduating. And when I walk across the stage to receive my Bachelor's of Science, I'll also receive a commission to be an officer in the United States Army. So after each of us graduate, we'll all serve for a minimum of 5 years as an active duty Army officer. In order to prepare for that, there's a lot of training that we have to do. When we first arrive at West Point, we go through 6 weeks of cadet basic training, which basically takes us from civilians to soldiers, to cadets. So during that time, we learn how to shoot a rifle, how to shoot a machine gun, how to throw a grenade, how to climb up a rock face, how to rappel down a rock face, how to march. There are a lot of things we have to learn so that when we graduate, we're ready to lead soldiers doing the same types of things. And every summer, that training occurs in more and more depth. So the second summer, we go out to a place called Camp Buckner, which is part of our property, that's outside of the academic buildings, where we learn how to conduct operations in the field, in a military environment, so conducting raids and ambushes and defenses. We learn how to work as a team in a platoon to accomplish that mission. The next summer, we are in charge of the training of the cadets in the classes below us, so we learn how to lead militarily. And then the final summer, we do a culminating 2-week exercise where we rotate through the positions of leadership in a platoon so that we can conduct those types of missions. During the academic year, though we're doing a lot of the academic things that Julia was discussing, we also take military science classes where we study military planning and writing orders in more of an academic setting. We also do some training on the weekends. So those are kind of the things that we do at West Point that set us apart from a different school, that make life certainly more exciting and a little bit more busy, but they're definitely worth it in the end because they prepare us to lead soldiers in the Army. So thank you so much.
Hello everyone, I'm Brady McIntyre, and I'm from Castleton, Vermont. So, a big aspect of the military academy is our physical pillar. When you're at West Point, it's all about development. And a key aspect of being in the Army is being physically fit. So, across the Army, you have the Army Physical Fitness Test. Twice a year, cadets and enlisted and officers take a physical fitness test comprised of a 2-mile run, push-ups, and sit-ups. Along with this physical development, we also have classes. And these classes include boxing, combatives, survival swim, gymnastics, and a culminating event called the Indoor Obstacle Course Test, which is like a series of hurdling and jumping and crawling and running and all that stuff. It's a pretty good time. And in addition to this, we have Division I athletics ranging across the board, NCAA Division I athletes ranging to intramural sports. Every cadet is an athlete at West Point, and we want to stay physically involved in any aspect possible. So at this point, I think we're looking for Major Ployce to come up here.
All right, well, can I get Jennifer Yancey to come up here as well? We wanted to, one last thing, we wanted to thank you all for having us, and I did forget to mention one very important thing about West Point, and that is, so Nick's been here 4 years. Nick, how much have you paid for your West Point education? Not a dang thing. So there's that. In fact, he gets paid every month, so to go to West Point. So it's there's that as well. So, a bonus, cherry on top. But we are very thankful for you for being such a gracious host to us, especially. So Jennifer, thanks so much for helping organize this, and it's been a pleasure to be here. And so we want to give you a signed picture of the Glee Club, as well as they've recently done a really top shelf recording that we'll leave with you also. And
So a little more about that recording. That was at George Lucas's ranch, Skywalker Ranch, probably the #1 recording place in this hemisphere. So we're going to leave that here, and we'll leave both of those here for Miss Yancey to do whatever we'd like. And this is amazing for me to get to come back to my high school and sing with 70 of my closest friends. So it's amazing. So we just want to say thank you so much for having us.
Hi, I'm Cadet Stuart Anderson. I'm from Marinette, Wisconsin. From the hit Broadway musical Hamilton, we present a few early Americans who dared to take big risks for the concept of a nation governed not by a ruler, but by, of, and for the people. I give you Alexander Hamilton, the Marquis de Lafayette, Hercules Mulligan, John Lawrence, Aaron Burr, and about 70 or so of their closest friends in the colonies. From Hamilton, this is My Shot.
I got Shut.
Geniuses, lower your voices. You keep out of trouble and you double your choices. I'm with you, but the situation is fraught. You've got to be carefully taught. If you talk, you're going to get shot.
The bird check what we got. Mr. Lafayette, hard rock with Lancelot. Take your pants, look hot. What is I like you a lot? Attach a block like an in the kettle, call in the pot. When the eyes of God, the sun on spot. I'm the spot, conventional, whether like it or not. Don't you ever missionary, baby, missionary. Give me your position, show me where the ammunition is. Or am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited. I shoot off at the mouth. Never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud.
Let's get this guy in front of a crowd.
I'm not throwing away my shots. I'm not throwing away my shots. You know, I'm just like my country. I'm not scrappy and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shots. I'm not throwing away my shots. I'm not throwing away my shots. You know, I'm just like my country. I'm not scrappy and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shots.
Everybody sing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey.
Whoa, whoa.
Let him in. Come on. Stay shining on the rooftop. On the rooftop. Come on. Come on, let's go. Rise up. When you're living on your knees, you rise up. Tell your brother that he's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up.
When are these colonies gonna rise up? 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 Rise up. I imagine death is what you feel like a memory. When's it gonna get me? In my sleep, 7 feet ahead of me. Can't see it coming if I want it, if I let it be. Is it like a beat without a melody? See, I never thought I would pass many. Where I come from, some get half as many. Ask anybody why we live in fast.